Blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B podcast. Let's fucking go.
Welcome to another episode of the Triple B podcast. This is a bonus episode for Saturday night's main event. I'm RT Red.
I'm Jester, and this is The Bugster.
The Bugster. Welcome to the show, little miss. We are going to go through our predictions like normal. We're going to watch the show, and then we're going to come back and give our reactions give our 3 bells rating and just talk about what it may lead to in the future. So,
Absolutely.
With that said, in no particular order, we are going to go through the matches, going to say who we pick, and go from there. So, first match, Cody versus Jacob Fatu. Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's going to win, Cody or Jacob?
Cody or Jacob. Who do you think's going to win? Say Cody. You're going to be shy. Ooh, this is a tough one, in all honesty. This might be the hardest one for me to pick of the night. I'm saying Jacob's winning.
Dang, okay.
I'm saying Jacob's winning this.
I'm going
First match back.
Ooh.
I'm saying Jacob's winning.
That would help him a lot.
It would. It would be huge. And I think it's necessary. And I think we have this Drew-Jacob feud starting. So I'm going Jacob.
And I think you talked about it a little bit. Drew kind of drewing himself, and maybe he comes out during this match too or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm going to go with Cody. He's got big talks about winning the Rumble. And so I think Cody goes over Jacob here, but should be a very solid match.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic. I think, like we said, I think last week, we've never seen them one-on-one together in a match. So I think this is going to be great. Cody's obviously phenomenal. Jacob's amazing in the ring. So I think it'll be great.
Next up, we got AJ Styles versus Nakamura. And for me, this just feels like close to the end because they added this match. They have had an incredible rivalry over the years, starting for New Japan and had a great WrestleMania match as well. Maybe not as great as their New Japan stuff, but anyways, who do you got going in this?
Styles. I think Styles has to win this match.
Yeah.
I think Nakamura will be more than happy to take the L here for Styles' retirement tour. I'm definitely going AJ Styles winning this for sure.
Absolutely going AJ Styles. It's obviously leading up into Gunther's match, and so you got to go with that. So Styles wins it.
Yeah.
And next up, we got Rio versus Judgment Day for the women's tag team titles. Who do you got going?
I think Rio retains here. I think this will just continue to feed into this feud that they have going with the Judgment Day. And I think it will make more sense for Rio to end up being the ones that just squash fucking Julia and whatever the fuck the other chick's name is.
Yeah, I mean...
Something James.
Rio already got...
Kiana James, is that who it is?
Yeah, Kiana James. Okay. I mean, they already got 2 more challengers post this match, so I agree with you. I think Rio wins this one and goes over Judgment Day. Maybe we see some, differences between Liv and Roxanne kind of start to play out in there because I think maybe that's long-term going on. So, yeah, Rio wins. And then finally, we got the Fatal 4-Way for the number 1 contendership match for the undisputed title over on SmackDown. We got Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton versus Trick Williams versus Damian Priest. Who you got winning this Fatal 4-Way?
Fuck! Who do you think's going to win, sis?
Who's going to win it?
I'm saying Trick Williams.
Wow, Trick Williams. I would love it. I would absolutely.
I'm saying Trick because, and I think my main reason I'm saying Trick is because I don't think anybody wants to see Drew and Priest again.
Nope.
I think Orton. I don't think this is the way Orton gets to 15.
Yeah.
And again, I don't think this is where Sami wins it and goes on and wins the title. So I think Trick actually makes the most sense because then he can lose to Drew and it would be okay. Mm-hmm. I think Trick losing to Drew at the Royal Rumble would make the most sense, in all honesty, out of these 4.
Yeah.
Because I think he's the one, because he's brand new to the main roster, that he can eat an L and it's not going to hurt him.
Yeah.
Dude, does that make sense?
No,
So I think that's where I'm going with it. And he's the only heel. He's the only heel in the match.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
now you have a heel versus heel in Drew and Trick, but they're totally different styles of heel.
Yeah. Agreed.
So I'm saying Trick. I know I'm probably going to be wrong there, but I'm saying Trick anyways, because I feel like, to me, it feels the best.
Yeah. I'm going with Sami Zayn. I talked about it on our last episode, but I think Sami Zayn pulls it off here and gets to challenge him. I don't know. It's just in my gut. It's Montreal or Quebec, wherever it is. I think it's happening. So, all right. That's our predictions. We'll be back post-show. We are back post Saturday night's main event. And we had some 4 matches, and we're going to get right into the thick of it, go over our predictions and our results here, and then talk about our 3 bells ratings. So, with that said, we open the night with Cody versus Jacob. It ended up in a no match.
Yeah,
None
no
at all.
contest.
The bell did not ring. It just led to a long brawl. Lots of security guards were taking bumps left and right.
But it was immediate.
Yeah.
Like Jacob attacked Cody before the bell rang while they were in the ring.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty normal professional wrestling situation.
Yeah.
And without there being like 5 punches thrown, 7 referees, and 2 like whatever you want to call them, suits from the back were out there.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there was 12 security guards.
Yeah, so I will say
I think they pulled the trigger on that one a little too soon.
yeah, premature there.
Yeah.
Very premature, but the brawl ended up being pretty cool. I would say it was. I mean, nothing over the top crazy, but it was a long drawn out brawl, and obviously going to continue this feud now. It gives it a little more time to simmer and develop into a worthwhile storyline. And then at the end of this brawl, we get Drew McIntyring it and getting involved. And you called this last episode and him getting involved. And sure enough, it happens. So Drew, low blows. What was it, Jacob? He low blowed, or
I think he low blowed both of them.
And then both ended up going through tables on either side of the little box they were standing on. And Drew McIntyre was standing tall at the end of this. So definitely interesting take there, especially how later on in the night, how it plays out and everything. So curious to see how it all comes together. But yeah, so I said Cody would win. You said Jacob would win. Neither of us get a point for any of it because it was not a match.
But we're not technically 0 for 1 either there because it wasn't a match. So the 1 didn't happen.
Yeah,
so we're just even right now.
Even.
It's just nothing.
I like that.
Maybe a slight bonus point for me calling Drew's intervening, but
I'm not being nice there. No.
I digress.
No.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
So that brings us to our next match. We had the women's tag team match, Rio versus Judgment Day, and I mean Rio won this match, and I kind of called it during the match. I was like, I predict Raquel is going to come out, and then Stephanie Vaquero will come for the save, and Rio would win, and that's sure enough what happened. The match wasn't like over the top good or anything, but it was good because it has, all 4 of those people in the match.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I think it was fine for what it was. I think definitely considering the 4 that was in the match, I do think it might have been a little underwhelming. Just considering the fact that you have these 4 absolute stars,
And it just, I don't know, I like the defending of the title and everything and doing it more often, but like you have Liv Morgan, you got Roxanne. There needs to be more story to it, and build up. But I can't have it both ways. I can't have it, defending regularly and
Long
whatnot.
builds.
Long
Yeah,
builds.
that's true.
So it's a definitely a balancing act there. So
Yeah.
I'll take it. Rio wins, and now they got 2 more defenses lined up. One is an NXT tag team, and then they got Julia and Kiana James down the pipeline waiting for them. So we'll see where that goes. Now, we're going to count our results officially. So we both said Rio was going to win. We're both 1 for 3.
Yep.
1 for 3. We're not going to count the 4th. Next up, we got AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And I must say, this is a big improvement over their WrestleMania match that they had. God, that feels like forever ago now, but a huge improvement. Styles looked very emotional throughout this match, especially at the beginning and post,
at the end, yeah.
Post-match.
Yeah.
And that just kind of buys into my fear that this might be nearing the end. He could be swerving us with that emotion, but it's definitely coming soon, and it was showing all over his face. The match was stellar.
Yeah, it was great.
It was incredible.
Absolutely
And
fantastic.
Styles, I one of his best matches. Like, I mean, he just always puts on bangers, but definitely Nakamura's one of his best matches in a long, long time. I know he
Yeah.
had a solid one against Melo for the U.S. title and everything, but this was definitely his best match in a long time.
Yeah.
So Styles wins this match. We both said AJ was going to win. We did not get any Gunther business, which was kind of surprising, all in all.
Well, I'm happy because then that would have been 3 interferences in the
That's
first
true.
3 segments.
That is very true. So we are both 2 for 2 now on the night. And that leads to the main event, the Fatal 4-Way match for the number 1 contender of the Undisputed Championship. And that was held again with Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, Trick Williams, and Damian Priest. This match was sick. I think it did a roller coaster of anyone could win throughout. Definitely spots, and especially
Except for Priest.
except for yeah, really
I don't
did.
think that was realistic.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I agree with you. It didn't really set up
The
Priest
only
at all.
moment he really had at all was the South of Heaven to Orton, and Trick immediately rolled him up for a pin. So.
Yeah, that's true. But overall, I think very decent match. Crowd was very much behind Sammy. I think they did a great job of the order of people how they came out to the match, and we talked on that during the show. But having Orton open up the match, and then Sammy closing that out.
Yep.
And then it was just you knew it was coming just because Sammy wasn't part of the tail end there, and sure enough, it came to fruition. Sami Zayn pulls out the win in his hometown, and he becomes the number 1 contender. That puts me 3 for 3, and you 2 for 3 on the night. I'll give you the bonus point now, so it's a tie. We'll give you the Drew point. 3, we tie it up.
Yes.
Overall, what were your thoughts on? Do you think it sets up anything for the future, or
I definitely think it's the Sammy winning, because I'm standing by my prediction for the Royal Rumble of Sammy winning it.
Yeah.
So if what you then also kind of alluded to, him losing the match to Drew, maybe in some kind of bullshit way, and then he comes out and goes on to win the Rumble to back his way back into it again.
Oh,
maybe, but
you know how
I just
it could happen now?
Huh.
Cody and Jacob end up coming out during the match, during Sammy, and costing Sammy the title.
Oh.
Sammy then enters into the Rumble and then wins it.
It comes down to those 3, and he ends up eliminating Cody and Jacob. Like that's the final 3 or something. That'd be kind of cool. All right.
I mean,
but either way, I know it was in Montreal. It's Sammy's home country. It's his place. I think the right move for Sammy's story would have been for him to take the L here. Mm-hmm. It would have been for him to get screwed out of the win here.
Yeah.
He hits having the way that they set it up in the match, he hit the Huluva kick, threw Sammy out of the ring, and Trick went for that should have been the end of the match.
Yeah.
This should have, whether it was Trick or not, just because I predicted Trick, I don't care. But it should have been somebody screwing Sammy out, because that just plays more and more into this fucking what 20-year
Yep.
run of his career trying to win a world title.
Yeah.
And it just continues to push that angle to make, when it finally does happen, the pop.
Yeah.
Now he's getting a world heavyweight championship match, or a WWE, a world title match next weekend. And again, I think this is another situation just like it was when he faced Roman. I don't think it's a realistic win for him.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be Drew's first title defense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like, it just doesn't, I don't think it was Cena's first title defense of 17 was against Orton. Made no sense.
True.
You know, like
Yeah.
it wasn't realistic for Cena to drop it right after he won it as a heel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like there's just these setups where it's just like, okay, well, this just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me for Drew to drop it. So I just don't feel like it's realistic for Sammy to win. So I don't feel like this was the right move. But
yeah, I mean, a lot can happen. I mean, a lot can happen during that Royal Rumble time frame. I mean, I'm assuming Miz will close it out, and
usually does.
And we'll see where that goes. But definitely interested in how this plays out with Sammy, because I think long term, you got to think Sammy's getting that title somehow. And
I know, but that's what I'm saying is the story would have been a better build if he continued to just continue to fall short. Yeah, falling just short over and over and over and over and over again to finally get him to that point where it's like, oh my God, he finally broke through it and he got it.
Yeah. But I mean, now they're bringing up the 11-0 against Drew and stuff. So that's coming into play here. So I don't know. It's interesting for sure. Yeah. It's interesting for sure. I think my biggest takeaway, and we already talked on it, it was just Styles being very emotional during this night. And it's either a great swerve or this is getting close to his ending. And that makes me sad. It makes me sad. I know it's coming to an end, but it's happening too soon. Yeah. Too soon. For sure. And then I guess other than that, just I like the idea of Cody and Jacob continuing this. Do I like that that match got just completely scrapped immediately? No, but interested in that. So,
but you know, like we said, that is definitely playing into the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, there's definitely a storyline there that will be played out and continued and built more through the Rumble. So.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, that brings us to our 3 bells rating. What are you going to give it?
I'm going to go right down the middle. I'm going to go 1.5. I think it was a fine show. I don't think outside of Styles and Nakamura that there was really anything to write home about. Mm-hmm. But I also don't think there was, outside of the fact that the Cody Jacob matches didn't actually happen. But I do feel like of all times that we've had this one does kind of make the most sense because of just like the build up to it. And it wasn't just like a quick little brawl. Like it was a long segment of them going at it, you know? It wasn't just like, oh, they got separated and they went to a commercial break and then we're back and the commentators are just to let you know what happened at the top of the show, blah, 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 you know, and it was a quick thing. Like this was a drawn out segment. Yeah. So I do think that was fine, but the tag team match was fine. Like we said, it was nothing special. And even the Fatal 4-Way, like there was nothing crazy in it. Yeah. There weren't like even really any like major cool spots. Like the coolest moment was probably the repeated backdrops that Orton hit on everybody on the announce table, which is very basic spots.
That's his thing.
Yeah. So it was just kind of whatever. Wasn't bad. Wasn't great. Yeah. I'm going to go right down the middle. And I think the saving grace there from me putting it any lower was Styles Nakamura was a banger. So easily the banger of the night. So I'm going 1.5.
I'm going to join you on that 1.5. I feel the very same way about what you just called it, but Styles and Nakamura really elevated it. And I'm glad they got to have that possibly final match between the two because it was well-deserved. Well-deserved, and I enjoyed it a lot. So, yeah. All right. That wraps up the show, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's fucking